Cushing's Bookshelf, Episode 7, The Hospital by Ahmed Bouanani. And welcome once again to Cushing's Bookshelf, the show where I, Bram Stoker award-winning author Nicole Cushing, pull a book off of my bookshelf and tell you all about it. Now, you may be wondering why I'm tossing around the softball, and you may also be wondering why I have these bandages on my nose. And the two are related, actually. Last night, I was at my very first softball practice of the season and went diving for a ball. Caught the ball, but my nose landed on the ground rather unceremoniously. So hence this. Now, I'm hoping that just, icing it and everything will be okay. I hope I don't have to go and get x-rays at the hospital, which is a good segue into today's book. So this is The Hospital by Ahmed Bouanani, published by New Directions. Has a really cool cover. You can kind of do all kinds of little tricks with it, like, hi, etc. But yeah, it's a wonderful book. Well, I don't want to trivialize the book by having fun and games here, because this is truly remarkable. One of the best books I've read in the last year. What can I say about this? It's bleak. It's hallucinatory. It revels in a sense of foulness. This book was basically written for someone like me who digs all that stuff. If you dig Ligotti, if you dig Kafka, you will probably like this kind of book, like this book in particular. The back cover also mentions its similarity to Sadeh Hediat's The Blind Owl, which I think is also a good comparison. Probably the best way I can talk about this book is to not talk about this book and let the book talk for itself. So I'm going to read just one or two passages, maybe three. We'll see. I'm going to keep an eye on the time here for the video. So we begin with this passage. First line of the book. When I walked through the large iron gate of the hospital, I must have still been alive. At least, that's what I believed, since I could smell the scents of a city on my skin, a city that I would never see again. So that's kind of our intro here, is that our narrator is in this hospital, and he tells us that he was at that point alive, so his existence is kind of questionable. Is he alive? Is he dead? Does he even know if he's alive or dead? Is he kind of like in this in-between state? But it's not kind of a horror book in the sense of like this guy is a walking corpse or whatever in any kind of traditional sort of zombie kind of way. And I should make that clear. This is really kind of like a mental experience of being half alive and half dead. And so I'll read another passage here. My hope of remaining intact was like that of a drop of salt in the ocean. The air in this place facilitates the growth of bizarre fungi in the imagination. At all hours, I am caught between vertigo and delirium. Every day, I feel my memory heal over its scabs. I love that line, the idea of memory healing over its scabs. That's just so darkly beautiful. Let's see here. I'll do one more. Yeah, this is a good one to go out on. You'll never know if you're dreaming or not. Either way, your reality doesn't matter. It's just like an autumn leaf. The slightest breeze and it will crumble in on itself and get dragged along the ground until it's completely disintegrated. And with that, friends, I leave you for the week.